Yo, what's up guys? Collabs have always been a point of contention within Fortnite. Some people love them, some people hate them, but I think we can all agree that they've been going a little bit too far with them lately. With the new Skibidi Toilet collab, I think Epic really needs to go back to the drawing board and think to themselves, should we accept every collab offer? Like, is there such a thing as too much collabs, and is it getting excessive? Now I want to start this video off by telling people that originally I was one of those people who really liked collabs in Fortnite. The first collab that I ever played through in Fortnite was in chapter 3 when they did the whole Dragon Ball Z thing, and that was really fun. The new power-ups were just insane to use, it was so much fun, it was really goofy, and it kind of reminds us what Fortnite is all about. You know, it's a shooter, but it's not like some super competitive shooter like CSGO. It's got its own goofiness to it, and I really loved it. I loved the skins, I loved that green dragon glider that you got, and I don't think many people were complaining about the Dragon Ball Z collab saying that this isn't Fortnite, this is something super foreign. No, everybody loved it, even people who didn't play the game. But after a certain point, Fortnite collabs started to get a bit lazier, and it all starts with chapter 4 with the My Hero Academia collab, because that collab felt like a reskin of the Dragon Ball collab. I mean, like, the special item that they had was almost the exact same thing, and it was starting to get a little formulaic, more predictable. We would get the collab and we'd be like, oh, this again. So that was an example of where it started to get slightly worse, but it was still alright. I mean, I like that Totokari's Ice Wall. I wish that was a permanent addition into Zero Build. But overall, while I wasn't the biggest fan of the My Hero Academia collab, I wasn't its biggest hater. I mean, I thought it still had its place in the game. The Attack on Titan collab was also really cool. The ODM gear, like, that's an example of like a high effort addition into the game. They're not just like licensing images and then putting them on. No, they're actually working, they're incorporating it into the map in a well done way. And it adds a degree of fun and uniqueness into the season. It's something new. Like, when the collab ends, you're actually like, wow, I kind of missed that. It's not some forgettable formulaic slop. Chapter 5 also did collabs decently up until a certain point. The Ninja Turtles collab, that was kind of forgettable, but it wasn't the worst. I do think the Ninja Turtles don't really have a place in Fortnite, but I'm going to talk about that later. However, the Avatar collab, that's also an example of a collab done well. Integrating the 4 elements as items, it's super fun. I thought the airbending was a little overpowered, but again, you know, you can forgive that type of stuff. But then there came the point where Disney purchased 10% of Epic, and that's when their influence kicked in. That's when collabs really started to go downhill, and that's what we saw in chapter 5 season 4. Because the entire season was literally a collab in itself. We had all of these Marvel items that drastically changed the game, made things super cheesy, they weren't fun, they weren't well integrated into the map, they're just like copy and pasted there, and it sucked. Like, these items were so overpowered, they dominated the meta, they weren't like this nice little addition that complemented the existing game style, and I think I speak for everyone when I say I hated it. You know, the jetpack was overpowered, the shield, that at a certain point was overpowered, and it's just being shoved into our faces. Like, not everybody likes Marvel. I, for one, I don't care for those people. I don't care for superhero movies, and so being forced to play on a map like that and play a game like that, it just really sucks. It just really sucks. And we all know why they do these Marvel collabs. It's because they're trying to promote the next movie or the next whatever, right? It's the same thing with these Star Wars collabs. Those were, I mean, the first time they did it, it was alright, but then every single time they drop a new Star Wars movie, we end up getting those same 3 broken items that are really not that fun to use. They were fun maybe the first time, but that's what I'm saying. Fortnite is using collabs as basically advertisements in the game, and they're just like these shameless advertisements, these shameless promotions from these big companies, and I don't like it. I don't like being forced to play an ad, okay? Now, when Dragon Ball did it, it was also done to promote a movie, but they at least put effort into the collab, and it improved the gaming experience. They're not putting effort into these mythic items, and instead they're just making them super overpowered to appease the business heads of these companies that they're collabing with, because they want to know that their item is being used by people. That's the metric that they're using to measure the success of the collab, instead of demanding something more nuanced. And that's enough about how collabs are ruining the game, but let's also talk about how collabs are ruining the skin shop. I mean, I want you guys to think back to the last 2 or 3 years When was the last time we got a good skin that wasn't a battle pass skin, wasn't a crew skin, that was launched in the item shop? Okay, a shop skin that was good, launched within the last 2 years. I don't know, I can't really think of many. And so this is like, they're not putting any effort into the shop skins because they're thinking, oh, well, we'll just drop another collab skin. We'll just drop another collab and then another collab. And then before you know it, Fortnite characters are not really a thing anymore. We just have characters from other games. And that sucks because Fortnite skins, I mean, they are the game that made skins big, okay? Prior to Fortnite, people thought the idea of spending money in a free game was just ridiculous. But Epic, you have to hand it to them. They truly accomplished something that no other company managed to accomplish, which was to get people to purchase these skins, and they did it using their original designs. That's amazing that they were able to do that. People love the Fortnite lore, the Fortnite story, these Fortnite characters, but they're quickly getting replaced with collabs from other big companies and other big games, and it sucks. It sucks to see that. And you can tell that this is happening because a lot of Fortnite's best skin artists are leaving. They're leaving the company to go work for Valorant. They're getting out of this because they know that Fortnite does not care about originals anymore. They just care about collabs. Just look at the way they promoted Chapter 6. They had to start off with, you know, oh, Godzilla's going to be in the game. Godzilla, guys, isn't that going to be so cool? Oh, there's going to be a Godzilla in the center of the map. Like, come on. Learn to promote your game using the game itself, and not these silly add-ons. That's what we want. Collabs are essentially a way for them to add something new into the game, to make it diverse, to make it a bit more fun without really having to be creative about anything. And not to mention, a lot of these things that they're collabing with have no place in Fortnite. I mean, look at Elastic Woman. They knew that she would sell well because of how much she's being sexualized. But does that skin fit in with the rest of Fortnite? I mean, aside from the cel-shaded ones, no, it doesn't. It looks totally out of place in the game. And they're just continuing to do these ridiculous out-of-place collabs that really make the game look cheap. They're having a permanent effect on this game to make it look like this Frankenstein zombie mashup of different things, and it sucks. And so I'm not going to tell any of you guys what to do, but I, for one, if I see a new collab skin, I'm just not buying it. Even if I like the collab a lot, I'm voting with my dollars. I'm going to send the message myself that we do not want to see this type of stuff and we want to see original skins. But that's my opinion. What about you guys? Do you like collabs in the game? Do you not? Let me know in the comments what your favorite collab was and your thoughts on this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.